Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing cannabis and travel here in Thailand. I got to thinking of making this video after reading a recent article from Thai PBS World. It's thaipbsworld.com. Article is titled, Brazilian Arrested in Indonesia Carrying Cannabis Bought in Thailand. Quoting directly, a Brazilian student was caught at Bali Airport in Indonesia with 9.1 grams of cannabis, which he had allegedly bought in Thailand, prompting warnings to both Thais and foreigners traveling from Thailand not to carry cannabis, hemp, or their extracts when they leave for countries where those substances remain illegal. According to Coconuts Bali, the 25-year-old boarded an AirAsia flight from Kuala Lumpur last week. He was arrested upon arrival at the Ngurah Rai airport in Bali after an X-ray detected 4 suspicious packets in his luggage, which was found to be cannabis. The packages were labeled Super Mal, super high. The university student claimed that he had bought the cannabis from Thailand. He was immediately detained. Deputy Commissioner of Thailand's Immigration Bureau, Police Major General Archayon Kraitong, said today, Wednesday, that the arrest of the Brazilian man should serve as a warning to tourists that even though cannabis, and this is key, even though cannabis with a THC content of less than 0.2% by weight has been decriminalized in Thailand, they should carefully study the laws of countries they plan to visit vis-a-vis the legal status of cannabis. And let's also be clear, I want to reiterate that. Even though cannabis with a THC content of less than 0.2% by weight has been decriminalized, which stands to reason that anything that does not meet that definition or lower in terms of THC content remains potentially a legal problem for you here in Thailand. It may not necessarily be a decriminalized situation. Again, all of this is going to be heavily fact dependent. So I don't want people to, a lot of people try to rigidly find some rule by just sort of going out into the ether of the internet, and they kind of create a sort of a rule framework in their own head that really doesn't apply in actual fact. So again, one thing to really be careful of is to understand that in Thailand, there are rules with respect to cannabis still, and depending on circumstances, there could still be legal consequences, including going to jail associated with cannabis products. Meanwhile, and this is even more key, it's really, really not a good idea to be traveling internationally, especially in the current, understood that cannabis laws are kind of in flux with a country like Canada, for example, where it just has it's legal and they've got a regulatory structure to deal with it, and that's how they're going to deal with it. Then you get to the United States, which is a very mixed bag. You've got different states that are essentially allowing it and other states that aren't, but then you get into issues with respect to interstate commerce, and then you have other countries where it's just wholly illegal, especially here in Southeast Asia. Not all the countries in Southeast Asia are as liberal as Thailand. And you can see serious problems, serious prison time associated with cannabis here in Southeast Asia, notwithstanding the fact that there has been a decriminalization effort which has come to fruition here in the Kingdom of Thailand.